It's your boy Prosper. Come and get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So I just want to jump right quick into the topic. So success is obedient to laws. Success is obedient to laws. So everything was built in this world has to abide to a certain kind of laws and standard for it to function properly as it was intended by the person who made that thing. So let's say how to use the phone. The manufacturer made this phone, he made it in a certain way. Also, what he did, he gave us a manual, he gave us a book that shows how to use this phone. Okay, that's a law upon using this. If you want to use this, you gotta get the manual, know how to use it, know how to use the apps, know how to subscribe to, know how to download the application, know how to subscribe to other offers. Okay, know how to open, close, charging it, or you share. Everything is given here. It's an information. It's a laws that have been given by um, the same as a seed. You know the seed, tree seed. All right, tree seed. Every seed, if you take a seed and put it in a place where there's no water, there's a harsh conditions. Okay, for it to survive, you're violating the laws of the seed to become what it was intended to be. So instead of the trees growing up, the tree is not gonna make it. The seed is gonna die because you didn't give enough water, you didn't give it soil, you didn't give it proper environment for it to survive. So the same as success, the same as human being. You understand? So for everything, there's a rules for it to survive. Those rules must be followed as it is intended, so that to become the better version of yourself, so that it becomes what you intended to be. But you gotta follow some certain kind of standards. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you want to be rich, maybe there's a different rules applies here, but you gotta follow them. Okay, maybe buying small, selling big, maybe investing, maybe stock. Okay, you gotta be able to start so early so that to be able to get the benefits as ahead as you can. But everything has building together. Like I got this list for you. I just wanted you to pay attention to this list. It's gonna help you to get to where you want to go. So okay, you need to have a strong will. You want to be worthy. You want to be rich. You gotta be have a strong will. You need to be creativity to have ability to create things. You need to be courageous. Courageous. Okay, because it could get tough out there. Okay, you need to have a working ethic. You understand that? Luck also is applied in here. It's part of the laws. Okay, it's about, we don't say it's luck. It's about the right timings. Okay, and right actions. You understand what I'm saying here? What else I got? We got motivation. Motivation applies here because sometimes you feel like I can't do this today, or I'm not gonna do this tomorrow. But motivation comes in to pump yourself up. Do you understand? To pump yourself up so that you can get right into the direction. This is a part of the laws. Also, you gotta be able to follow them up. Okay, you understand? So this is things you have to follow. There's a lot of things right here, but this is the thing. I'm just trying to prepare your mind to know where you're going to. The thing that should be able to apply here. There's a certain kind of laws you gotta be able to follow them up. Okay, for it to find everything in the words has a certain kind of laws has to be applied for it to function. You want to use the paper, you must have an ink. That's a law. What else you gonna write with this? You tell me. There's a law for this to function properly as was intended by the person who made the papers. You must have an ink. Any kind of pen can work right here, but that is a law that was made for that. So everything you're gonna get better in a marriage, you're gonna get better in a relationship, you're gonna get better in the family. There's a laws you have to follow. Maybe how to communicate, how to get better, how to solve problems, how to sort things in a professional ways, how to hold yourself together, how to push for boundaries, how to not. There's a lot of things you can follow, but these are the rules that you have to follow for everything to function. It has to be with the rules. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay. For example, you want to have a kid. How are you gonna get a kid? Of course, you need to. It's a funny story anyhow. You gotta get somebody pregnant. That's why you're gonna get a kid. After that, there's a laws for the kid that you need to grow. You gotta take care of the kid. You gotta provide food. You gotta provide shelter. You gotta prepare the future for the kid. You gotta have this over. This is a part of the laws for the kid's function. Okay, so you need to follow that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're gonna get better. You're gonna get better in terms of physical fitness. Maybe you wanna lose weight. You gotta be able to control your way of eating food. Maybe you need to lessen food. Maybe you need to go for exercise. Okay. Maybe you need to have a to reduce the amount of food that you're taking. Maybe the food with high protein intake or maybe high fat intake. These are all kind of laws you gotta be able to follow. For everything to function has to be with a certain kind of laws that can let it be functioning properly. If you don't follow these up, you're gonna mess things up. So anything that you're gonna be decided to heading through right now, you're gonna say, I'm gonna choose to go this way. I want to pursue this career. I want to go this direction. Of course, the direction that you have chosen, there's the things you gotta be able to follow. If you're not gonna be able to follow that thing, it's easy for you to fall down. Okay, understand? So success is an obedience to laws. Are not laws are like people hate the laws. Okay, people hate the laws. Like let's say people think laws it's something like need to it's like controlling you where you want to go. That's what most people think about the laws. But laws, it's for your own success, okay. But we don't think beyond what we see. We feel like, man, I can't operate. Man, I don't want to. Maybe in terms of getting success, we gotta be able to work maybe overtimes. Okay, maybe you need to invest. Maybe you need to wait for your investment for 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get the first benefit. But we don't feel we want to go that way. But that's how it should be, and that's how it's gonna be. But if you're gonna go try to go for a shortcut route, you know what's gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? So roads are there to protect you and to ensure you're gonna get where you wanna go and to reach on the safe journey safely. It's not to control you or to bind you up. Okay, you should know that, keep you up in your head. So laws are most important. You're gonna get wealthy. Follow the laws that I gave you. You're gonna get better in family, in marriage, and relationship. You're gonna get what's the laws I gave you. Or the laws, you can find more information broad than the one I gave you, but everything has to function by laws. Do you understand? You want to get better in school, there's a laws, you gotta study. Maybe you gotta be able to go for tuition. Maybe you gotta pay more attention when teachers talking. Maybe you gotta do more exams test. Okay, maybe you need to put an extra more hours for your personal studies. These are the laws. You don't expect to you don't feel like, man, I don't want to study in the nighttime, maybe. I feel like I don't want, yes, it's a laws about that. Maybe you need to study in the nighttime so that to get more extra material absorbed in your brain. Okay. Maybe you need to go for tuitions. You understand that? Simple like that. Everything has to be functioning by the laws. All right. If you got comment, don't hesitate to leave it down to the comment section. Otherwise, see you next time.